You're watching PEGRI TV, Rhode Island's public access channel.
Salam. My name is Sheikh Abu Hakim Abdullah, President Chairman of Al Masjid Sharia Allah. AMSA, a non-profit religious organization operating in the state of Rhode Island, USA. I left you last week telling you that there's people that's Jesse James, Dillinger, all these people religious. Jesse James is a part a Baptist. They went to the Baptist church. He's a Baptist. Then you had the Italians, that's mafiosa. They were Christians and Catholics. And nobody said that they were, that nobody called the Catholic faith bad because they was in it. Nobody called the Irish people bad because they was part of the Protestants and killing each other. Nobody called the Irish bad because they was part of the murders and whatnot and was killing each other and blowing up things in the church. I mean, look at it. And this is not the 13th century I'm talking about. This is 95. This happened yesterday. They killing each other overseas 3 years ago in Ireland. It's happening right now. You got the king, you got the Prince so-and-so and Prince so-and-so, two princes, female prince and male prince of England, going to bed with somebody. The next king has been going to bed with this old woman for some time. And the queen knew it. And he tried to get to go to bed. He was sneaking out with her when he was married with the princess, Princess Grace, whatever her name was. The Princess Diane, excuse me. I'm very hard on names, but you gotta excuse me. Princess Diane. And she was going together with the guy's son that owns a big $1 million clothing store in England. You seen that when she got killed. They was together. They was naked on a boat together, and she was still married at the time. But you ain't condemned the royal family. Then why the heck are you talking about Islam like it is? Talking about because we got some people broke away from this and out there trying to kill everybody for nothing. Running around like this is some movie picture, blowing up things and whatnot. Like this is Israel, and they're trying to get it away from the British. Ain't nobody took over the countries they blew. They're not trying to blow up nobody in Kuwait or no strangers, no Western world hung up in Kuwait and took that. You see where I'm coming from? It's nobody there doing that. So what? I don't understand the reasons why they killing up everybody. When you wait to people, you want to take over a country? Take it over with the books, with the pen, with the court. This was on here. Take it over with that, alhamdulillah. But this is what's happening. But you got people literally trying to destroy us, trying to destroy our deen. And I wrote this about, say this. I got programs on here that speak of that. I'm not trying to hide them. I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm telling the truth. You got people literally telling lies on us. You got another guy that wanted to burn the book up, the Quran up. And nobody tried to sue that man. That's what I would have did. I told you that. I would have did that. When he burned up the book, I would have turned around and went to got a good lawyer, or good 3 or 4 lawyers. The same way the oil companies do. And marched down to the precinct and put a warrant on him and a summons on him and a suit on him for millions and millions of dollars. Knowing that he ain't got millions and millions of dollars, but I would take over the church and burn it down that he had. Or take it over and make a club for it for the kids. Because it can happen. They have no right doing that. You got freedom of speech here in the United States, but you guys don't have freedom. You can destroy other people's property. And tell lies. But no, some brothers got together, told another bunch of people that got together that's being mistreated by their own leaders, by their own leaders being neglected by their own leaders, to march down Fifth Avenue in New York and England and all them places, and turn over cars and break store windows and all that for what this crazy man did. This lunatic. You can't get nothing like that. I would have got some. You got people that spend. So you got people that spend $8-9 million on a wedding to buy cakes and all this kind of stuff on a wedding. They can't spend $9 million on a lawsuit for Islam against that preacher. Not anybody else that drop names on us. Look at me, seriously. This is where we're supposed to be marching at. Our own house. Clean up our own house first. Before you can clean up anybody else's, clean up your own house. Sweep out the dirt in your own house. And all of them in Islam that's not doing what they're supposed to be doing by the laws that are laid down on them by the Quran and the Hadith, then get rid of them. Not kill them, but get them out of it. Let me have an open court and say you are no longer accepted to us as a Muslim. You are a hypocrite. Clean up our own house. Then you can start talking about what other people are doing. You want the Jews, the Yahudi is turning around and building houses on land they're not supposed to build on Take them to court. With the money that they have, sue them. Get the Palestinians the money that they need to get lawyers and whatnot and sue them. Bring them to the world court. And there's many people out there don't want to know that the Jews are wrong. Even a lot of the Jews know they're wrong. And they literally, and what kills me, they get money from the people to do this, to bring more people into Israel, to bring more people on the Palestinian land, and take it away from them. And what are we doing? I don't try to bomb them out. Take them to court. Take away their money. Take away what they love the most. And you see some changes on this earth. Because that's what the United States is doing to them. That's what the United States did to Iran. This is what they did to Gaddafi. And they show you how dirty these people are. Gaddafi gave the money for the plane crash, gave billions of dollars for the people, and gave it to them, and gave the United States and all the countries the atomic bomb stuff that he had, and gave it up. And the United States still supported the revolution against him. And they took it off his name and still did it. This is where the people playing it. It's where them people with that money play it. And this is how they played it against the Muslim, as if he's nothing. That's exactly where they play it. Believe me. And what we're doing about it? Often our leaders, our people that's supposed to be the leaders of the Islam, the leaders of the Muslim, are hugging them and everything else. Smiling and everything else. Then you got people that when Hussein turned around and took Kuwait over, you had people, some of the Muslims trying to, they left the people there. The doctors picked up their hat and ran. And as soon as Gaddafi came to him, Hussein came in there, they turned around and made a deal with Hussein to take over for him the country of Kuwait. I don't have to tell you who they was. You know who they was. And they walking around like they didn't do nothing to nobody. Look who taught the Taliban what they doing. Look where it come from. Look at where it came from. You better look at it. Look where Bin Laden was staying at for 3-4 years. He wasn't on Fulton Street in New York. He wasn't staying in Panama. He wasn't staying in Somalia. He was right across the street, down the block from Afghanistan. He could walk right into Afghanistan, was right there and walk back and forth to Afghanistan. And I'm trying to tell you, there's people that's trying to destroy us. That's inside us. They're trying to destroy us and trying to make us be Christians. Christian Islam, Catholic Islam, Protestant Islam, Baptist Islam. We're supposed to accept what they accept. I'm not going to accept that. Oh, I'm not going to blow nobody up. That's not my makeup. And anybody that calls themselves a Muslim ain't got no right doing that. Nobody at all doing that. I'm a devout Muslim, and I'm going to die that way. I'm not going to change up. Alhamdulillah. This is what I'm trying to talk to you. We got people out there that for years have been using us like pawns. And they're not strangers. Using the Muslims, using the poor Muslims and everybody else like pawns and give them a little bit of token money. You got people coming to this country. Sheikh Dawood, may Allah be pleased with him, was a learned brother, a scholar, and an imam, and a director in Brooklyn. Said to us, the day he passed away to Allah, he kissed us all and said to us, and I was one of them, don't let these people destroy your religion, your way of life. Don't let them come into the United States and destroy your way of life. Now, you've been here before anybody else. And I'm not talking about those of Elijah Muhammad or Wallace Muhammad. I'm talking about Muslim brothers and sisters been here for years. From all different countries. And yet, you don't see no representation of you in the state, walking around trying to be advisors to the president. You don't see them come down to talk to you when something's going wrong. You don't see you stand up, somebody pointing at you when the president's giving a speech. You don't hardly see us, the people that's black, standing up there in the United Nations looking like Muslims. I looked at the president was speaking, and every one of us had suits on. And I seen one sister sitting up there with a garment on, a black and white garment on. A beautiful sister sitting up there with a black and white garment on. And everybody else was men sitting up there with suits and stomachs that big. And at the same time the president was talking, they was killing each other in Kenya. They killing each other in Somalia. They sitting right up in there. And they getting arms from everybody. The Somalis getting arms from the Russians and the Chinese. And the Chinese giving arms to those in upper Yemen, northern Yemen. And the Kurds killing people in Russia. And the dope pushers and all that, throwing that dope, is killing people in Afghanistan. don't want no women to go to school. You got a dumb woman, you're going to have dumb children. Dig it. Because the woman is the one, I don't follow a lot of things the old brother said. But there's one thing this brother did say that made sense. You teach a man, you teach one individual. You teach a woman, you teach a family. So those that know what people say will know exactly who I'm talking about. But the lot of stuff he did, I don't accept it. Because it wasn't Islamic, it was nationalism. And I believe in the Quran. I accept the Quran and the Hadith, both of them. There they are sitting right there. There's 9 of these books here, and there's one of this one. It's right there, sitting right there. I'll let you see it. In my car, there's one sitting in the car, right there in the front of the car that I'm driving up there. The Quran and the Hadith. So we're going to have to do something about ourselves. We're going to have to start moving about ourselves. It's no joke. Brothers, I've seen brothers, this is the truth, I've seen brothers, Muslims, that were preaching about our condition, how it should change, how it should happen. And I've seen people come up and give them $1. $1. You can't buy no more than 3 stamps with $1. But I see kings and queens and all them kind of people giving millions of dollars to somebody that's contrary to the deen. Millions of dollars to people that's preaching opposite to our deen. That the liberty out there poisoning us. I didn't see one king stand up and ask President Obama, why did he say he's only going to speak to moderates in Islam? Why is he only going to deal with them? What is he trying to do? Nobody stood and tell him that. I didn't see one brother with all that money make that kind of statement to him. Believe me. I didn't see one person. I'm going to tell you the truth. You, the people out there that's looking at this program other than Muslims, if Obama does not go to the whole Muslim world and sit down with the Muslim people around some fire in the desert somewhere and sit down with these people and explain to them and try to get them to recognize and do the right thing, there's never going to be no getting rid of terrorism. It's going to keep growing. It's growing every day. Look at it, it's growing. It is growing every day. Bin Laden wasn't the one holding terrorism together. He was the first drop of water in the bucket that did something out openly, that started this thing. Now it's growing. Every time one of them pilot planes fly over somewhere and drop one of them smart bombs, and they guide it with somebody sitting there with a rifle guiding it in. It kills up more people next to it. That's more terrorists. More terrorists. There's more terrorists coming. So I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you straight up. I'm trying to tell you something. The only way that you're going to get people, the only people that can straighten out this thing is Muslims. You're talking about the Sharia? You should be trying to push the Sharia on the Muslim. Because the Sharia is what, the Sharia, you must follow what the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ did. And the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ did not bomb Christians. He gave kind of a respect to a Christian. He said straight up to a Christian. He said, to you, your way, and to me, mine. You're not going to follow what I follow, and I'm not going to follow what you follow. So let us part in peace. Salam. And he walked away. It was Christians and Jews that welcomed him into Medina, that he lived around. He lived among. The Jews and Hebrews was in Mecca, living there. Saudi Arabia. It is not the Christian in Kuwait disrespecting the Muslim. They let them build a big church in Kuwait. Believe me, I was there. You'd be surprised, brother. If it's not the Muslim that disrespects, it's their own brothers disrespecting themselves. I went to pray in a mosque over there, and because I wasn't a certain kind of brother, they wouldn't let me in the mosque. Me and the brother that was born there. They wouldn't let us in the mosque. And I told the brother, I said, brother, let's go up there and make tashamun and clean ourselves with some dust and go over there and drop down our headpieces and pray right there. That's what the Lord's prophet told us to do. No, we can't do that. I want to make it to the mosque in Mansouriya. And we got to Mansouriya, it was all over with. When we came in there and prayed. I'm telling you like it is. You're going to have to come together soon. You're going to have to make that decision.